Hello hoes. Remember this thing I said some weeks ago? Well, I reconsidered it and I thought it would be a great idea. So I present to you a video of me drawing, or in other words,
a speed paint.
The bitch I'm gonna be drawing is from a fan-made series based on the famous game from 2014 Five Nights at Freddy's. The animated series,
Which is not animated,
is called Five Nights at Freddy's High School. This is the character I'm gonna be drawing. Take a look at her. Okay, now, the outfit I chose for her is from the game Subway Surf. It belongs to Frizzy and it's called
gold outfit.
Okay, I normally start drawing a kind of base thing like this little one right here, and then I just start sketching and that's it. I don't do any kind of process where you first sketch and then trace. I go directly into drawing everything once and for all. Right here I'm just checking everything is fine and then I just moved all of the layers into a single one. Now I'm gonna start adding color. This is the palette I've been using for like almost 2 years. It's my favorite because its colors are not too saturated and they're kind of pastel-ish. I normally use the magic tool for the hair and skin because I always color everything with this marker. But the color doesn't look good when it's being used on those parts. Here I changed the color of the line art to a deeper one.
So sweet. Curious. I'm so curious. No. You're different. I am the exact same person that you reeled in.
If you're wondering what I'm listening to, well, I'm listening to soothing music that seems to start a fantastic story. Relaxed BGM 10 out of 10 recommended. The jewelry or some accessories I normally do them with this tool. Okay, now I'll explain how I use colors and the shading. I use only 2 colors for the shading. Pink and purple, as the image right here is showing. For certain colors I use either pink or purple. Just keep in mind the layer is always in multiply mode. Now this is the process I always perform. First I do like a type of shading or degradation and then I blur it. After that I start the real shading using the marker. This is something new. Okay, so I'm not very familiarized with this yet. Technically what I'm doing is adding some lighting to the shading. I honestly like this effect so much and you can observe it from other artworks. I try not to make it too striking. Now I'm just adding the lights. This process is repeated when coloring the clothing. Now the skin is a part where I usually do a little extra. In this case, I had to color her palm a bit different because we usually don't have as much melanin there as in other parts of our body. So although I was struggling to find a decent color, I think it ended up looking nice. I like emphasizing the shading a lot, so I do 3 layers of shading. First I add a deeper but warm color to where I consider there is like more blood, you know, like the fingers, the center of the belly, the elbows, the knuckles. Second, I add little dots of purple and then I blur them because the effect is just gorgeous. After that I just do what I always do. Okay, while editing this, I saw this picture on Instagram and I just think my work on her titties was horrible. But anyways, as you guys are watching, I'm now on her face. My favorite part to color, to be honest. I love adding more shading to the cheeks and nose. I just think it makes it cuter. The eyes are quite simple. I just do whatever I feel like doing in that moment. Coloring jewelry is not my thing, okay, but I can make an effort. So I just try to make it look luminous and fancy with a luminosity mode layer and the yellow color. Now, this is also one of my favorite parts. Coloring the line art. I don't have an elaborated process here. I just color what I think needs to be colored. Okay, now I'm listening to I Found My Home in Your Arms. Lo-fi hip hop mix. Also recommended. Now this is also one of my favorite things to do. Adding some extra loose hairs is so calming. Seriously, I just love doing it. This is something I also really like. The very first time I saw an artwork with this effect where there are random white lines tracing the line art really hit me hard and made me want to do it as well. I've been doing this effect for a year or two, but I stopped doing it because I thought it looked unprofessional, but then I just said anyways. After this, I just finish the final details, like adding a lame background and writing my important signatures. Then I do the best thing that can be done to my drawings. Pay close attention to what I'm doing.
Beautiful.
An effect I discovered recently. Adding a color in a shade layer and then lowering the opacity is the best for your drawings. Okay, do it. So after finishing a drawing I just go to bed thinking about my sins. Well, I really hope you guys understood my method of drawing because I think I explained it poorly. I normally write blogs about this but they are in Spanish, so this was kind of difficult. Please let me know if you enjoyed this and if you would like me to make another video about something else. Have a nice day and always remember.
¡Órale putos! ¡Ya es martes! ¡Ah!